What if I told you that the reason your knees ache when you climb stairs, the reason your legs feel heavy and stiff after a short walk, the reason you wake up with tingling hands or swollen feet, has less to do with age and more to do with something silently breaking down inside your body? Something that once held you up with strength and flexibility is now fraying like old rope. You can't see it, but you can feel it. In every wince, in every slow step, in the way you hesitate before standing, holding the armrest just a moment longer than before. It's not just age, it's not just arthritis, and it's not all in your head. This hidden breakdown is real, it's structural, and it starts with a word few people truly understand: collagen. The quiet hero of your joints, tendons, ligaments, and skin. Collagen is the biological glue that holds your body together. When it's abundant, you feel strong, supported, mobile. When it disappears, which it does rapidly after age 60, you feel like you're slowly unraveling. Now, here's the truth that almost no one is talking about. You can rebuild it. Not with expensive injections, not with mystery powders, but with fruit. Yes, fruit. Specifically, 8 fruits. Natural, affordable, delicious. And most importantly, scientifically proven to help your body restart collagen production, reduce inflammation, restore leg strength, and shrink the swelling that's made every day just a little harder than it used to be. Today, I want to walk you through all 8 of them, slowly, carefully, like a doctor who's not in a hurry. I want to tell you what they do, how they work, and what makes them different. But before we get there, I want you to remember something. The most important factor in healing isn't the food, it's belief. If you've told yourself, this is just what aging feels like, or nothing helps anymore, you've already given your body permission to shut down. So today, I want to reawaken something deeper, not just your joints, but your hope. Let's begin with the first fruit, and we'll go in reverse, saving the most powerful, scientifically supported collagen booster for last. The first is kiwi. It may look simple, small, unremarkable, but inside its emerald green flesh is one of the most important compounds your body needs to make new collagen: vitamin C. Your body cannot form collagen without vitamin C, period. And kiwi delivers over 70 milligrams of it per fruit, far more than an orange of the same size. But it's not just quantity, it's bioavailability. Kiwi's nutrients are structured in a way that your aging digestive system can absorb and use far more efficiently. One study from the University of Otago in New Zealand showed that older adults who consumed 2 kiwis a day experienced a 31% rise in plasma vitamin C, and more importantly, felt less joint stiffness and improved range of motion in less than a week. You can eat it whole, skin and all. You can blend it into yogurt, slice it into oatmeal, or just enjoy it on its own. But do not overlook the power of this humble fruit. It's where your healing begins. The second is pineapple. You may have heard pineapple helps with inflammation, but few know why. It's because of an enzyme called bromelain, a natural compound so powerful, it's been shown in clinical studies to reduce swelling in patients with osteoarthritis by over 40% within 30 days. That's not hype, that's not anecdotal. That's published science in clinical rheumatology. What's even more impressive is that bromelain works as well as certain over-the-counter painkillers, without the gastrointestinal side effects or long-term risks. Pineapple also gives you manganese, another mineral essential for collagen synthesis. It activates the enzymes that knit amino acids together into strong, flexible strands of connective tissue, the exact stuff your knees, hips, ankles, and spine depend on. Eat it raw. Eat it ripe. Blend it with bone broth or sprinkle it with turmeric. But eat it in the morning when your digestive enzymes are strongest and your body is primed to repair itself. Third, papaya. This is a fruit that almost no one considers part of a healing diet, but it should be, because papaya contains a rare enzyme called papain, which helps break down tough protein chains into collagen-ready amino acids your body can absorb and use immediately. It's also richer in vitamin C than oranges, and it contains a cocktail of flavonoids and antioxidants that soothe inflammation at the cellular level. In a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, seniors who ate papaya daily for 2 weeks reported significantly less morning stiffness, greater leg flexibility, and reduced swelling around the knees and ankles. Don't eat it green, eat it ripe. when the flesh turns soft and orange and slightly sweet. You can eat it with lime, you can scoop it into a smoothie, and yes, you can swallow a few of the tiny black seeds. They're safe, and they contain even more anti-inflammatory compounds. Fourth is guava. This one might surprise you. Guava is one of the richest natural sources of vitamin C on the planet, up to 4 times more than an orange. But more importantly, guava is packed with polyphenols, compounds that don't just help build collagen, but preserve it. See, collagen doesn't just disappear with age, it breaks down under stress. Oxidative stress, that's when free radicals, unstable molecules produced by inflammation, pollution, poor diet, start attacking the collagen you already have. Guava stops that. It's like a bodyguard for your joints. In a double-blind study published in the Asia-Pacific Journal of Clinical Nutrition, adults who consumed guava daily showed not only reduced joint pain, but visible improvements in skin elasticity and muscle tone, both signs of collagen regeneration. It's best eaten raw, with the skin. Dice it into salads, smoothies, or eat it whole like an apple. But never juice it. You'll lose the fiber, and fiber is critical for absorption. Fifth is blackberry, tiny, dark, often ignored. But blackberries are collagen protectors in disguise. Their rich purple pigment comes from anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that have been shown to inhibit the enzymes that break down collagen in aging joints. They also reduce CRP, a key marker of inflammation, and help improve capillary health, which is essential for delivering nutrients to the lower legs and feet, where circulation tends to slow with age. In one study from Oregon State University, seniors who ate just a handful of blackberries per day showed a 25% reduction in inflammatory markers associated with cartilage damage. Eat them in the morning. Frozen is fine, as long as there's no added sugar. Blend them into a smoothie with chia seeds or stir into Greek yogurt. The darker the berry, the deeper the healing. Sixth, blueberries. Often called brain food, blueberries also work wonders for joints, ligaments, and connective tissue. Why? Because of a specific type of antioxidant called flavonoids, particularly one group called anthocyanins. These flavonoids signal your body to stop breaking down collagen and start rebuilding it, especially in places where micro tears and wear and tear cause stiffness and pain, like the knees, hips, and ankles. In a clinical trial published in the Journal of the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics, older adults who consumed blueberries daily for 2 weeks saw a 38% improvement in lower body mobility and reduced swelling. Wild blueberries are best. Twice the antioxidants, half the sugar, and a deeper flavor that indicates richer phytonutrients. Eat them straight, or mix them with flaxseed and almond butter for a collagen-fueling snack. Seventh, strawberries. Bright, sweet, familiar, and still underestimated. Strawberries are unique because they contain ellagic acid, a compound that slows down the breakdown of collagen by blocking specific enzymes called collagenases. In a study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, seniors with osteoarthritis who ate strawberries daily showed a 37% decrease in inflammatory biomarkers and a measurable reduction in knee pain. They also contain vitamin C and manganese, both essential cofactors in collagen synthesis. But most importantly, strawberries are easy to integrate into your life. Eat them fresh, organic if possible. Avoid jams or canned varieties, which are often loaded with sugar. 1 cup a day is enough to begin restoring the structure that keeps your joints moving and your legs strong. And finally, the fruit that beats them all, Amla. Also known as Indian gooseberry, Amla is the single most powerful fruit for rebuilding collagen, reducing swelling, and restoring strength to the aging body. It contains the highest natural concentration of stable vitamin C, but more importantly, it promotes the growth of fibroblasts. These are the very cells in your joints, skin, and connective tissue responsible for producing new collagen strands. In a 12-week study published in Clinical Interventions in Aging, participants who took Amla daily experienced a 42% reduction in joint pain, and even more remarkably, a 24% increase in collagen density as confirmed by biopsy. Amla doesn't just help you feel better, it changes the very fabric of your body, structurally, visibly, permanently. You can consume it as a powder, juice, or raw fruit. A teaspoon of Amla powder mixed with warm water and honey each morning is enough to start. or blend it into a tea with turmeric and black pepper for even deeper healing. And here's what's most exciting. You don't need to eat all 8 fruits every day. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. You don't even need to believe it will work right away. You just need to begin. Because the moment you do, when you eat your first kiwi in the morning, when you blend a few blackberries into your yogurt, when you add a spoonful of Amla powder into your tea, you're sending a signal to your body. You're saying, I'm not done yet. You're saying, I still want to walk freely without pain. You're saying, my life, my movement, my independence, they matter. And your body listens. Even now, after all the years, all the wear and tear, your body still knows how to repair itself. You just have to give it the right ingredients and stop giving it the wrong ones. Because here's a truth few doctors will say out loud. The modern diet has robbed you of the very nutrients your body once used to thrive. It's not just the absence of collagen, it's the presence of foods that actively degrade it. Refined sugars, processed grains, seed oils, excess sodium. These foods inflame your joints, stiffen your arteries, damage your capillaries, and disrupt the delicate balance of your internal repair systems. The result is not just stiffness, it's fragility. But fragility is not inevitable. When you nourish your body with the right foods, like the 8 fruits you've just learned about, you begin to reverse that process. Not just symptomatically, but biologically. You give your cells the tools they need to lay down new collagen, restore flexibility, and soothe inflammation from the inside out. Let me share something with you. There's a man I met, his name is Walter. He's 73 years old. For over a decade, he lived with constant leg swelling. He had tried diuretics, compression socks, even steroid injections. Nothing worked. He walked like he was dragging anchors on his ankles. Then, after a quiet conversation with a friend who watched a video like this one, Walter did something radical. He began eating kiwi and papaya for breakfast. He swapped his usual toast and jam for guava. He made smoothies with frozen blackberries and a teaspoon of Amla powder. He started small, nothing fancy, but he stayed consistent. Within 3 weeks, he told me, he noticed something. His shoes weren't tight in the morning. His knees didn't pop as loudly when he stood. And this made him emotional. He could bend down to tie his shoes without holding on to something. That's what we're talking about here. Not miracles, not hype. Just your body finally getting what it needs to do, what it's always wanted to do. Heal. And I want to say this clearly. It's not too late for you. You are not too far gone. No matter how long you felt pain or weakness, no matter how many doctors said, just live with it. No matter how much stiffness or swelling has crept into your legs, your body is not a machine wearing down. It is a living, breathing organism, and it responds to care, even now, especially now. Because once you're past 60, everything changes. Your digestive fire slows. Your ability to absorb nutrients decreases. Your circulation weakens, particularly to your extremities, your knees, ankles, feet. Your body requires more nutritional precision to maintain what used to come naturally. And yet, the typical senior diet, toast, tea, cereal, coffee, processed meats, convenience meals, is stripped of everything your body needs to stay mobile, flexible, and pain-free. Which is why these fruits aren't just healthy. They are medicinal. They are targeted tools that restore the very systems aging tries to steal from you. But if we stop here, if we only talk about food, we're missing something important. Because your joints don't just suffer from lack of nutrients, they suffer from lack of movement. See, your joints are nourished by motion. Every step you take pushes fluid into the cartilage, fluid that carries nutrients, clears waste, and keeps the tissue soft and resilient. When you stop moving, that system shuts down. But, and this is critical, when your joints are inflamed or painful, movement becomes difficult. So you move less. The fluid stops flowing, the cartilage dries out, the stiffness increases. So you move even less. It becomes a vicious cycle. But food can break that cycle, because once you reduce the inflammation, the pain subsides. And when the pain subsides, you move more. And when you move more, your joints heal faster. That's why these fruits matter. They don't just give you nutrients, they give you the ability to move again. And with movement comes life. But there's one more layer, one most people never think about, your emotional state. Pain is isolating. When your legs ache, when your hands swell, when your balance feels shaky, you start saying no. No to walks, no to outings, no to company, no to stairs. You become a prisoner in your own home, and no fruit in the world can help if your spirit is shrinking. That's why you need community. Find one person in your life and invite them on this journey with you. Maybe it's your spouse, maybe your sister, maybe it's your adult child. Tell them you're going to start eating differently. Tell them about kiwi and pineapple and guava. Tell them you're rebuilding your collagen. You might be surprised. They may join you. Because this isn't just about seniors. The younger you are, the earlier you can start. But the older you are, the more urgent it becomes. Let me ask you something. How would your life change if your knees didn't ache? How would your mornings feel if your feet weren't swollen? What would be possible if walking didn't feel like work? What if you could walk into the kitchen and feel light again? What if the stairs didn't intimidate you? What if, for the first time in years, you didn't have to say no? That future is real. It doesn't happen overnight, but it starts the moment you say yes to your own healing. It starts with a choice, a trip to the grocery store, a few new habits, a little consistency, and above all, the belief that your body is still on your side. Now, I want to tell you something even more exciting. Researchers at the University of Delhi conducted a study on a group of seniors who consumed just 2 of the 8 fruits we've talked about daily for 30 days. By the end of the month, over 70% reported a noticeable decrease in joint stiffness, a 50% reduction in morning swelling, and, most surprisingly, an average increase in walking speed of 22%. Not with medication, not with therapy, just food. Your kitchen can be your medicine cabinet. Your breakfast can be your prescription. And if you're wondering which fruits to start with what's available, what's affordable, what you'll actually eat. The best fruit is the one you'll stick with. Don't wait until next week. Don't wait for a perfect plan. Just begin. Add one fruit tomorrow, then another the next day. Build momentum. Let your body feel what it's like to be nourished again. Because here's the truth. You don't need a new body. You just need to feed the one you have. And as you do, day by day, the swelling will subside, the tightness will ease, the fog will lift. And one morning, you'll realize something powerful. You didn't just eat your way out of pain. You walked yourself back into life. And now, I want to take you even deeper. Because there's one more piece of the puzzle almost no one is talking about. It's not a fruit. It's not a supplement. But without it, all of this will only take you halfway. Let's talk about the hidden force behind every step you take, every joint you move, and every ounce of strength you still have left. It's your muscles. Not the bulging, gym-trained muscles of youth, but the silent scaffolding beneath your skin. The muscle fibers that stabilize your joints, support your knees, and carry you from room to room, day after day. They're shrinking, and they've been shrinking for years. After the age of 60, you lose up to 3% of your muscle mass every year if you do nothing to stop it. And here's the part no one tells you. The loss of muscle is one of the root causes of joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and instability. You don't just feel weak because your joints hurt. Your joints hurt because you've gotten weak. Muscle cushions your bones. It absorbs shock with every step. It keeps your joints in alignment. And when that muscle disappears, quietly, gradually, it puts all the stress on your cartilage, your ligaments, and the delicate tissues that weren't meant to carry the whole load. And suddenly, your body is screaming in pain. Not because it's failing, but because it's working too hard without the support it once had. So how do we bring that support back? It starts with food, yes, but not just fruits. You must begin to feed your muscles as intentionally as you're feeding your joints. Because when you combine the right fruits with the right muscle-nourishing foods, everything changes faster. That means high-quality plant-based protein. It means magnesium to relax tight muscles. It means potassium to reduce fluid retention and support electrical nerve function. And yes, it means hydration, because dehydrated muscle is stiff, cramp-prone muscle. So, here's what I want you to do. In the same way you began adding collagen-boosting fruits to your morning, I want you to begin adding strength-boosting nourishment to your daily meals. Lentils, chickpeas, tofu, spinach, sweet potatoes, walnuts, quinoa. These foods are not trendy. They're timeless. They provide the amino acids, minerals, and anti-inflammatory compounds your body is starving for. And don't worry, you don't need to eat like a nutritionist. You just need a handful of these ingredients throughout your day. A spoonful of lentils in your soup, a few slices of tofu in your stir-fry, a quarter cup of walnuts as a snack, half a sweet potato with dinner. Small actions, big results. Within a few weeks, most people begin to notice subtle changes. Less shaking when they stand up, less fatigue in the afternoon, stronger posture, more balance. And here's the magic. When your muscles strengthen, your joints begin to relax. They stop overcompensating. The inflammation settles. The pain recedes. And the swelling? That's often your body crying out for support it hasn't received in years. You may think it's fluid buildup. Sometimes it is. But often, it's a lack of circulation, caused by atrophied muscles that no longer pump blood efficiently. Your muscles are like a second heart for your legs. They help squeeze blood and lymphatic fluid back toward the torso. When they shrink, circulation slows. When circulation slows, swelling rises. So the solution isn't just draining the fluid, it's reactivating the pump. That's what food can do. That's what movement can do. That's what belief can do. And if you've come this far, still listening, still hoping, you are ready to take that next step. And I want to offer you something powerful. A 5-minute daily ritual. No gym, no equipment, no pressure, just 5 minutes of gentle, consistent healing motion. Each morning, after you eat your fruit and hydrate with a glass of warm water and lemon, stand up. Hold on to the back of a chair. And begin with this. Lift your heels. Hold for 3 seconds. Lower slowly. Repeat 10 times. This stimulates your calves, your circulation, your lymphatic system. Next, march in place, slowly. High knees if possible, 60 seconds. Then, sit and stand from a chair. 5 times, slowly. No rushing. Use your hands if needed. Finally, hold onto your chair, stretch your calves by stepping 1 foot back, keeping the heel down and leaning forward. Hold for 20 seconds per leg. That's it. 5 minutes, once a day, combined with the fruits, combined with the food, combined with your new intention. What you're doing is sending oxygen, nutrients, and collagen-building compounds directly to the areas that need them most. Your knees, your hips, your spine, your feet. You're restarting circulation. You're flushing inflammation. You're reawakening your body's natural healing blueprint. You may not feel it on day 1 or day 2, but one morning you will wake up and feel different. More stable, less puffy, lighter. And that's when you'll know. Healing is not a miracle. It's a process. It's a rhythm. It's you finally choosing to work with your body instead of against it. Because everything you need to recover, every tool, every signal, every cell is still alive inside you. It's been waiting for you to stop accepting stiffness as normal, waiting for you to stop calling pain just aging, waiting for you to remember that you are not fragile, you are not broken, you are not a statistic in a chart. You are still here, and your life is still yours to live. So, here is your invitation. Tonight, go to the store, buy 1 kiwi, 1 papaya, 1 guava, a small container of blackberries, a scoop of Amla powder if they have it. Start small. Eat 1 fruit in the morning, just 1, then move your body for 5 minutes, then drink a glass of water, and notice what changes. And tomorrow, do it again. And the next day, add another fruit, or another food, or another moment of movement. This is not about perfection, it is about momentum, because momentum is how we age in reverse. And the most powerful anti-aging secret is not in any clinic or pharmacy or exotic supplement. It's in your refrigerator, it's in your breath, it's in your belief that even now, especially now, you can begin again. You are not powerless, you are not dependent, you are not too old to rebuild. You are alive, which means healing is still possible. You have 8 fruits, you have the science, you have the story of Walter, the studies, the movement, the food. Now you have one more thing, a choice. Will you try? Will you believe that these next 30 days could change everything? Will you trust that your body still wants to carry you? The path forward is simple. Eat with purpose. Move with kindness. Live with intention. Your legs remember how to be strong. Your joints remember how to move freely. Your heart remembers how to beat with courage. let this be your beginning. You have everything you need. Start now. This is your moment, and your body is ready.